and I've chosen to do migration because I've been looking at how the weather affects people coming in and out of the city and how people go around the city when it's raining. So I started doing some ethnographic research in the pub, and looking out the window you could see these people here, and they were stood there for around 5 minutes just waiting, 3 of them under one umbrella, just waiting for the rain to stop. And that's when I first realised that this could be a problem in the city, I suppose. So then I looked at a sunny day, and this is on the way to McDonald's, and this man here, when looking at the picture now, after I took it, this man's really happy and he's quite proud to be walking along. So then I made me realise the difference between when it's raining and when it's sunny. So then in the St David's shopping centre, I was walking in, and I just videoed, put the phone in my pocket here, and I just videoed my whole journey walking through. And I saw these guys. This is probably the best shot, but everyone's sort of quite happy and walking like this, whereas when it's raining everyone's got their head down so the water doesn't drops off the hood onto the floor. And I noticed that was interesting. So I did just a little quick questionnaire, only had around 4 questions, but it showed that 80% of the people who filled in this questionnaire wouldn't go into the city under certain weather conditions, and 67% wouldn't go into the city if it's raining. So the other 13% said because of ice and snow and things like that, but 67 wouldn't go into the city just because of rain. So then I googled some statistics, and this is like a Norwegian thing that they've done every city centre, and this is to do with the rain in Cardiff in different months, and almost every month, 1 in 3 days has got precipitation. Yeah. So then I looked at some existing products, and IBM have done quite a few cool marketing things around cities, and this is in Paris, where they've got just a marketing billboard, but it's got an umbrella over it, so people can stand there. And they've done quite a few ones actually with ramps and all sorts, it's quite interesting. And then the classic umbrella, everyone's got one, but I think this has all happened to someone at one point, or almost happened until they put it down. So I realised that this is the main solution for rain at the moment, and it's not very good. So then I looked at the rain hat, but the issue of this is you wouldn't wear, well, a lot of people won't wear it unless you're older maybe. That's a bit stereotyping, but... So I noticed that that's not really suitable for everyone that goes in and out of the city. Then I looked at this never wet thing just as a possibility of maybe what a solution could be. And it's just a spray that goes over shoes and stuff, or whatever you want to spray it on. And it actually, instead of just dropping the rain off, it actually repels it in the opposite direction. And I don't know how I'd be able to use that, but I just thought it was quite an interesting way of stopping water and fluids. I then did a quick focus group, and I noticed what I basically found out from that group was that the trip to the city is determined by the severity of the weather against the urgency of the trip. So people would brave the weather if they needed new shoes for a wedding the next day, for example. But if they just needed to go and get a loaf of bread and it was pouring down the rain, they'd just wait and leave it for another day. I also found out about puddles, and the older generation said the puddles aren't an issue, but when there's a busy city on a busy day and it's hard to avoid the puddles because you've got to sort of walk with the flow, it can be quite annoying. And someone else said when the car drives past, and it's not very often it happens, but it's happened once or twice to a few people, and it's annoying. I then did, well, a one-on-one interview on the phone to my nan, and she said she doesn't like going into the city when it's mad busy, because obviously she's quite short and she finds that she can't find out what she's trying to do, so she likes to go during the week in the morning instead of leaving it till a Saturday because it's so busy. And she said, I often get shoved when I walk through the city on a busy day. So my target market, because everyone goes in and out of the city, is probably quite a diverse range of people. So it could be anyone, so it's got to be suitable for all sorts of religions and all sorts of age categories and race and whatnot. So I'm mainly, instead of looking at commuters, I'm looking at people visiting the city for social, domestic and pleasure reasons. So people who aren't in a rush and they've got time to maybe have a sit down during the shopping, go for a cup of tea, have a rest. So my detailed design brief, don't know if I've done it accurate enough, is to design a product which reduces the effect that poor weather has on the city. The design must appeal to a diverse range of people from different religions, different age categories, and the product should encourage people to be more happy in the city centre.